Hello, 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 everyone! I am back! Yes, finally! After I managed to rebuild my PC, I unfortunately had to reinstall the system and do all that stuff. That's why I wasn't streaming throughout the weekend. But yeah, today I'm back. Hello, Raliev. Hello, Mr. Skytrick. Wow, so many people have joined me today. Hopefully everything works and my sound doesn't do weird stuff. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Yeah, there are still some settings that I might need to adjust a little bit. I'm not sure about the sound. Yeah, like okay, yeah. I think everything will work, isn't it? Right, guys, let me know on the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, and if you can hear the music, if everything is balanced in your mind, because what I can hear in my headphones is slightly different to what you can hear on the stream. So yeah, I don't have exact one-to-one feedback from my sounds. Okay, 5x5. Perfect. Thank you very much, Raliev. Right, guys, so today we will come back to the game that was pretty much the reason why my character is called an Admiral. Yes. That's the game where it all started. Yes, this whole YouTube channel has started from playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today we are going to come back to this game because it just got a new update, and in this update we got first sneak peek into the campaign. It's not a final product, the game is still in development, so it is pretty much version 1.0 V93, whatever that means. I believe developers have some indication of what those version means, but anyway, we will be looking into campaign. As you can see, I got continue button highlighted, and that is because I started the campaign last night just to have a look into some mechanics to know what I'm talking about, more or less at least, because there are still things that I'm learning. So we will jump into the campaign, we will see how it works, and hopefully play a few battles and maybe start our journey. And depending if, well, depending from you guys, if this series will become popular, we might make another episodes and perhaps continue our conquest. Yes, that's how we will call it. It will be a naval conquest. Right, so let me jump into the full game window, because yeah, looking at this screen will probably not show you everything. There we go. That is much better. Right, so let's begin the new campaign. I won't be going through all the settings and options. I probably did that a few times already while I was playing the game previously, and you can see that in other playlists from Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts that are still published on my channel. Right, so let's jump into the new campaign. Currently the campaign features only two nations. We can play as a German Empire or as a British Empire. When it comes to starting year, we will begin at 1890. There is no other year that we can select at the moment. I'm not sure if that's gonna change when we finish any campaign or missions. I haven't tested that, to be honest, so there's still few things to learn for me as well. We can select a difficulty. We can go with normal or hard. I don't think going for hard after so long time of not playing this game would be the best idea, so I will stick to normal. AI opponent, historical, providing that this game is nowhere near historical, I probably won't risk that option. So let's go with random, perhaps that will make things much more interesting. And our fleet, we can go with auto-generated, so the game will generate our first fleet and design some ships. Or we can create our own. And to be fair, knowing auto-generator and how it works, or how it used to work, because I haven't tested how it works right now, I think I want to go with my own fleet. Yes, let's create our own ship designs and let's build them. I think we will get much better results from that. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can ask them on the chat. I will try and answer them as best as I can. So, let's start our campaign. We will go with the British Empire, why not? Okay, the campaign loaded pretty quickly. I am happy with that. Okay, go to the ship design tab and design ships and build them. The build ships can be managed in fleet tab. Perfect. Right, so that is the game map at the moment. It doesn't really have that much to it. As you can see, I'm not sure how the conquest is being done. So that is still something that I need to discover. As you can see, we started with no ships whatsoever, while the German Empire has 3 battleships, 12 heavy cruisers, 16 light cruisers and 9 torpedo boats. Okay, 40 ships. Right. We can see our ports. I'm not sure how they will work. Haven't discovered that yet, to be fair. But we will try and test things out. Okay, from what I can see, Germany has about 6 ports. That's not too many, to be fair. I was expecting Germany to have a little bit more. Okay. Anyway, we will play as Great Britain. So, we got British Empire. We can manage our finances. As you can see, we are making a lot of money per month. So each month we are $22,550,470. I'm not sure why it's in dollars. It should be in British pounds in that case. Naval funds monthly is 50 million, roughly. So yeah, that's very interesting. We can manage some finances. So, for example, we can build up our shipyard size to allow for building heavier ships. At this moment, I don't think we have even one ship design that would go over 10,500 tons. So I don't think we need to build any ports. And we can spend those funds on something else. So definitely I want to increase transport capacity because we will start losing some transport ships and that will impact our finances. So the more we can build, the less we will feel the losses of those. Technology budget, definitely I want to crank it up as far as I can. So that we can design our new features or new ship elements. I will get to technology tab really soon. Right, shipyard development. Okay, so those are our spendings. We are currently spending 21 million, well, pretty much 22 million a month, which isn't bad. This isn't bad. Let's have a look. Okay. And we got 50 millions that we can spend to build our ships. Yeah, because that is basically accumulated cash. Okay. That looks really good. So, research tab. Okay, we can assign 3 priorities, and that will basically reduce the time of development for some elements. So we can, in fact, what we can design. Obviously, everything is being designed at the same time, so there is some progress towards every single thing, but assigning priorities will basically give a bonus to specific elements that we want to get a little bit quicker. So, what do I want? Definitely some new rangefinders, because ship's accuracy will be absolutely hideous in 1890. What else? Armor quality, perhaps? Those will be more expensive if I will design nickel steel armor. But, yeah, it reduces the weight. Are submarines staying in the game? Not at this moment. Those are flagged as work in progress. There will be submarines in the game, obviously, because we can always send them and hunt for those transport ships and other things. But at this moment, we can only design and operate with surface ships. But yes, those will be in the game at some point. There are some Naval Tactics, but again, that is work in progress. So unfortunately, probably that will relate to some sort of orders that I can give to my ships in relation to world map. Again, I can't use those features at the moment. But it improves gun accuracy, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Improves ships towers. So that will be very useful, but we are very early in development. Right. Definitely armor quality, yes. That will be our next focus. And perhaps new hulls? That is... Develops new battleship hulls, reduces hull weights, improves hull characteristics, hull form, resistance, stability, floatability. Oh wow, there are so many statistics. I completely forgot about that. Nookie Brood, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What should I go for? New engines or maybe bigger guns? Or better shells? We are not clear what will be the next shells. Explosives, black powder, brown powder, increased torpedo rounds. Okay. Big guns. Okay, the next one will be Mark II 10-inch guns. Okay. Okay, we got some Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-inch guns. Gun layout. I see. There are so many technologies we can go for. I really don't know where should we start. Oh my goodness me. Right. I could get extra hull in 11 months. Or I can get extra big gun in 3 months. I think more big guns. Yeah. Let's get bigger guns. That sounds like a plan. Okay. So, definitely armor quality. Rangefinders, how much it will take. Oh, it doesn't really say how much or how long it will take. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How long is an in-game month? The game is turn-based, so basically we can... Well, that's the amount of turns that we will have to take, but we will get to that element when I will start taking turns. First, I need to design my fleet, and that is the most important part, because right now I have no ships whatsoever, while Germany has 40. So yeah, there is quite a lot of building. Right, anyway, I think we will stick with what we got. Armor quality, rangefinders and big guns will be our main focus. Obviously everything else will be worked on as we speak, or as we progress through the game. But those three will progress a little bit quicker. Right, ship design. And time to design our first ships. That won't be anything fancy. We are very limited at the moment. As you can see, we don't really have any hulls to choose from. We got one battleship, one armored cruiser, one light cruiser, and one torpedo boat hull. And there is not much of a choice. We are very limited in displacement that we can use. And obviously, we probably won't be able to do much with them. I will go with medium range and standard bulkheads for those. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Displacement is 10,500 tons. Ooh, in fact, I could go with increasing the displacement for ports. Yeah, if providing that the battleship can already fill it, I might be able to build some heavier battleships. Yeah. We will do that. Okay, crew quarters. For now, we will leave them as standard. I don't want to go with too expensive design. Fuel, yeah, there's not much choice. Boilers, natural. Basic steam engine. Semi-balanced. I think we can go with balanced. That will definitely help my ship to be a bit faster. Unfortunately, it won't turn as sharp as I would want it to. Steam steering, there's not much of a choice. I can go with compound armor. Or I can go with... Yeah, let's go with compound armor. Ooh, that is definitely going to increase the weight. Ooh, that might be difficult. Okay. We'll decide on that when we put something on top of our ship. Okay, armor, yeah, we will adjust that as we need. Let's go with some front tower. We need that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Secondary tower. Again, not much of a choice. Let's make it as accurate as we can. Perfect. We definitely need some funnels. Oh, we can't go with medium. Okay, so we can go with small air intake funnel. Maybe take compound, but downsize the crew quarters. We can actually try this approach. So we got compound, and if we go with cramped crew quarters, it doesn't really save me that much weight. And it will probably increase the time of reload of guns and stuff, because obviously I won't be able to fit as much crew members on the ship as I would like to. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Let's keep it on standard for now. We'll adjust those later when I will finally build a ship. Because right now, yeah, we don't really know what we are going to put on the deck. Barbettes, I don't think there is any reason to put any barbettes on this particular hull. But we definitely want some big guns. Yes. Right. And now's the question. What guns should we put on top of this bad boy? They have roughly the same parameters. I mean, yeah, 12-inch guns will have massive penetration. They will literally punch through everything, but they are so heavy, I don't think we can actually fit them. I'm leaning very much towards 10-inch guns. Perhaps if we could go with double barrel 10-inch, that should be enough to start with the campaign. Let's see, reload time 70.6 seconds. Wow, that's one shot a minute. That's gonna be really difficult. Let's see. Accuracy 24% at 1000 meters, but only 0.3% at 7500 meters. Oh my goodness me. Those guns will probably not hit anything, isn't it? Let's see. And those, well, 12-inch guns seems to be a little bit more accurate, especially on longer distances. But yeah, that's not good, isn't it? If I would go with single barrel, but bigger guns. Chat, what do you think? Double barrel and smaller caliber, or bigger caliber but a single barrel? What should we design? Any ideas? Any help, chat? Okay. I will decide. Doubles. Okay. Doubles it is. Okay, so we will go with 10-inch double guns. And that pretty much ate all our weight. But we got those nice 10 inches. Yeah, they definitely fit the design of the ship, isn't it? Okay. Secondary guns. I will probably go with casemate guns. Should we go with 4 or 5-inch? You know what? Let's go with 4-inch. Mostly because they are not as heavy. Yeah. They got pretty much the same range, is it? Okay. 4-inchers will have slightly reduced range. But that's not big of a deal. When it comes to accuracy, yeah, they will be same as crap as yeah, they won't be. 5 inches are better. Yeah, but they are very heavy. Or should I go with mixed? Because we got quite a few slots, so I could put 2 5-inchers on top. Or 3, in fact. Yeah, 3 5-inchers on top. So I got something to punch. But I could go with 4 inches all around. That will save me a lot of weight. and we will be able to eventually fight with smaller vessels, because that's the main reason why I'm putting those small caliber guns. Okay, that I think that will work. Because if I will go with all 5 inches, that will use a little bit too much weight, and we might not have enough to put anything else on our ship. We can now improve the citadel. Oh, okay, the first citadel, and yeah, that's already quite heavy. Let's see, standard bulkheads, single bottom, barbette. Yeah, definitely, let's invest in barbette. I really don't want my ship to sink too fast after being hit. And those things happen in this game. Oh my goodness me. It reminds me, one time when I used to play one of the missions, I built a massive ship, and the only thing I left unprotected was a middle deck, which was like pretty thin. And eventually, right at the start of the battle, a cruiser shell fired from like 15 kilometers away punched through that middle deck that was poorly protected and caused a massive ammunition explosion on top of my ship. And bear in mind that was over 100,000 ton displacing ship, so it was one of those massive designs, and basically blew the whole thing up instantly. Like, I was like, come on, it was 8-inch shell, and it just blew up my ship instantly. I was so disappointed. So yeah, definitely some protection needs to be in place on your ship, because sometimes that one little shell will just cause a massive ammunition explosion and destroy your ship instantly. Yeah, I got detonated in this game, literally. I'm not sure if it was part of any of the previous videos, because I had so many of them. But yeah, definitely that was that was definitely something that happened to me. So I don't want to repeat this mistake. But obviously there will be some things that I will have to leave aside, because yeah, we don't really have that much weight to play with. We are pretty heavy towards front. Let's see. Is there any way I can... Okay, I could technically put that further to the back. I don't really want to reduce the angles on that turret though. Is there anything I could put on the back? Perhaps if I would... Okay, I can put a torpedo launcher just to increase the weight and reduce the offset. Bear in mind, the lesser the offset is, preferably if it's non-existent, that's better, because your ship will become a little bit more accurate. Okay, so we got this underwater torpedo launcher. That is definitely helping. What else I could do? That is the question. Okay, I can increase the belt on the aft, and that will add some weight, but I could also increase the fore belt in that case. Oh, that will put me overweight. Superstructure. If I would reduce fore belt to 3-inch. Okay, that doesn't have that big impact on weight offset as I thought. Turret armor, yeah, definitely I want to go a little bit higher. Casemate armor, I think we can leave it as it is. It is already quite high. Sides for 4 inches are 1.3 and top is 1.3. Okay, that's the most I can actually give to it. Torpedoes, no, not really much that I can do in here. Okay, now speed, range, and bulkheads. If I would reduce the range a little bit, can I can. Going with more bulkheads gives me a little bit more protection from flooding and fires. Because obviously the more the bulkheads there are, the more obstacles there is for fire and floodings to spread. So having many of them will increase the protection. Okay. That sounds like a plan. What else we can do? That's the question. We don't really have different propellants and explosives just yet. We could go with heavy shells. Yeah, definitely. Heavy shells will give me that extra punch. Vector Brony, hello! Welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Okay. I think we will stick with this design. I'm kind of happy with it. Yeah. There is that tiny bit. Don't be like Titanic and skip on bulkheads. Yeah, definitely. Like, Brits are very known of building. Oh, okay. Okay, if I will move my funnel to the back, it will actually increase the aft weight offset, which I can quickly balance by moving my turret forward. Wow, and now the ship is perfectly balanced. Okay. That was something I didn't know about. But this design should be very, very accurate. Well, as much as it can be, obviously, because, like, when we start the first battle, you will see how poor the accuracy is. It will literally take ages. Do you play World of Warships? Right, when it comes to World of Warships, I used to play it. I do have an account, but I'm not an active player at the moment. I'm really not fan of where the game is going at the moment, and like I stopped playing quite some time ago. I did some videos of it, but I'm not the greatest fan of World of Warships right now. At least not in its current state. I love how they design the ships. I love the graphical aspect of the game, but the gameplay is absolute rubbish at the moment. And when it comes to Train Sim World 2, I might do a video, although the problem is that I'm currently very, very busy. Like, my work is taking some extra time out of me because of Christmas time that is coming, and obviously all that stuff. And I don't really have that much time to edit videos and post them. That's why I wasn't doing that for past month and a half at least. I will get back to it probably after the new year, when things will calm down and I will have a little bit more time to actually do some stuff. It's a bit too pricey. Love the ships and designs, but it can be expensive to play. Yeah, exactly. Like, they really turned the game from free to play to pay to win. That's my opinion. And on top of that, yeah, getting a new premium ships, like, come on, it costs over 200 euros to get a new ship right now, which is a price of 4 AAA titles for a single ship. No way I'm gonna pay that. Anyway, let's get back to our design. Right, I still got some extra displacement that I can use. So let me just crank whatever I can. Deck is too... superstructure is also too heavy. Okay, is there anything I could do? No. Perhaps side? No. Maybe... Oh, okay. That is putting me exactly at 10,500 tons displacement. I think that design is pretty good. We got heavy shells, so our penetration is going up. Accuracy, just a tiny bit. Yeah, it really is pay to play now. Oh, World of Warships Legends. I'm not fan of the console versions, to be honest. Like, I don't really play consoles myself. Right, anyway. Guys, should we name this ship somehow? Or actually the class, because entire class will take its name from the first design. So, how should we name this ship class? Dayas, hello! Welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Right, chat, any ideas on how should we name this ship class? Okay, we got Providence. Any other ideas? Potato Destroyer. Battleship. Admiral Armchair class. Okay. So many. To be fair, can I actually make a vote? No, I don't really know how to make a vote. Okay. Potato Destroyer sounds like it's designed to fight Russians. Yeah, we won't be fighting Russians just yet. There is a Russian navy in the game, but not in the campaign just yet. Right. Okay, let's call it Potato. Yeah, I probably... Or maybe... No, let's go with first name. So this will be Providence. And we will use other names for our other classes. Okay. So that is the first one. Now, let's go with the new design. Let's go with Armored Cruiser. And what we can do... Wow, we got very little displacement to work with for Armored Cruiser. Beetroot. Okay, that's another name to add to our list. Perhaps I should start to make a list of it. Anyway, let's go with Heavy Cruiser. So, for Heavy Cruiser, I want it to be a good ship to fight with lighter vessels. So, obviously, we will be hunting for light cruisers. And perhaps slower destroyers. That really won't be a good ship to fight with battleships, but perhaps if we give it big enough guns, we might be able to punch through some battleship armor as well. Right, so front tower and secondary tower. Again, we are going for accuracy. Funnels. There's really not many funnels that I can fit. Perhaps let's go with just air intake funnel. Yeah, that looks good. But it won't really give me much engine efficiency. And there is already 4 weight offset. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let's keep it to perhaps a little bit to the back. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, definitely I want it to be a short range. Standard bulkheads for now. Compound air armor, because yeah, we are already overweight. The speed needs to drop significantly. Okay, now we got some weight to work with. Main guns, centerline guns. Right. So, what kind of guns should we give it? Definitely not 11-inch. We won't be able to fit those. They are way too heavy. But I think for heavy cruiser, 8-inch would be the most that I will give. Although this one could actually work with... Maybe those 8-inchers are not that bad idea. But do I want to give it a double barrel? Or a single barrel? Yeah, the weight difference is quite significant. And obviously we don't really have that much of a displacement that we can work with. So perhaps a single barrel, in that case, will be the most appropriate. But ooh, we are nearly at our weight limit. Secondary guns, or casemates, in fact. Let's go with... I really like those 4-inchers. The problem is they are pretty heavy. Look at the weight difference between 4-inch and 5-inch guns. Like, 4 inches are 12 tons. 5 inches are 46. The weight difference is massive. Obviously, I can't fit 5 inches in here, so 4-inch is the most. Let's see. Perhaps I will copy the design from Battleship. So 2 4-inchers. And then 3 inches or maybe 2 inches. Yeah, that's very light. Oh, but I can fit only those. Okay, so that would be 3 inches then. Oh wow, we are almost at the weight limit. And we got massive 4 weight offset that we need to work with. Let me just push this gun all the way to the back. But I want it only to the back. Okay. That is helping a little bit. Perhaps if I would... Okay, so those front guns eventually made so much difference. 8-inch would be a good choice. If memory serves, they had a fore and after heavy gun. And then a light secondary battery. Yeah, definitely. That's the plan. And that's what we already did. Okay, we got slight aft weight offset. Can I mitigate that somehow? Oh, okay. If I will place this gun in its correct position, we got no weight offset whatsoever. That's pretty good, and we still got some small amount of weight to work with. So, definitely we want barbets and citadel. Okay. Perhaps a bigger crew quarters. Yeah, like, in Royal Navy, the cruiser would be the picket of the task force and would communicate with the smaller destroyers further out and the battle line in the center. Yeah, technically. In this game, it works slightly different. Anyway. Perhaps a little bit for belt, so that we can chase after things. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, we can boost it all the way to 2-inch. Although aft belts, we could increase the deck a little bit. Oh, superstructure will put it over the weight. Main deck. Ooh. Right. In fact, we don't really need to invest in deck because fights will happen over so short distances that there is not much of a risk of plunging fire. So the most of the weight of the combat will be taken out by belt. So I'm really leaning towards that aft belt. Yeah, definitely. Conning tower, we can actually drop it a little bit to invest into belt. Perhaps we can... There we go. A little bit more of that belt is definitely not going to hurt. Okay, I'm happy with this design. I'm actually happy with this design. We got standard shells this time. There's not much we can do about it. At a very short distance, we can still punch through most of battleship armor. I doubt there will be any battleship in the game that we won't be able to punch through, even at 7,500 meters, which is good. Yeah, most of the battleships will go probably up to 10-inch. So at a pretty short range of 3,000-4,000 meters, we should be able to punch through even battleship armor with those 8 inches. 4 inches, yeah, those will need some work, but technically, yeah, those 3 and 4 inches can easily penetrate main belt of my ship. So I guess the enemy won't go much higher on those. And if they do, it will be at the expense of caliber of their guns. So yeah, I think I'm happy with this design. It is also pretty balanced, so that should work. Okay. So now let's check the names. What were the names? Let's see. Let's see. After Providence, the next one was Potato Destroyer. Okay, so let's call it Potato Destroyer. Potato Destroyer. Okay. Next design, light cruiser. Again, we will drop the range and bulkheads. Let's keep it at many. Let's make standard quarters. Speed, definitely we need to drop it. Let's say 23 knots is quite a lot. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it will be good. Semi-balanced rudder. Okay. Definitely compound armor to save that weight. Citadel 1. We definitely want some Citadel on this. Ooh, the armor is definitely very thin. So everything will be able to punch through this cruiser. Right, front tower. Let's push it a little bit to the back so we have some space for the front turrets. Secondary tower. If we would put it here, that will block our access to those extra space for the turrets. That really doesn't fit, isn't it? We could eventually go for this one, and that should give us enough space for some turrets. Funnel. If we will go with angled one, perhaps two, because I want high engine efficiency on those cruisers. After all, they will be used to hunt for destroyers. Yeah, that should work. Main guns. Right, when it comes to main guns, I'm leaning towards 4 inchers in that case. Mostly because they are light, and all they will be used for is to fight with destroyers. This design won't be really intended to fight with heavy cruisers. In fact, the chances will be very slim to fight with those classes. 5 inches, yeah, technically, even with the weight difference, if I would install... I could try. Oh, that puts me overweight. But those 5 inches... That is very tempting. They will pack enough punch to eventually deal some serious damage. Although they won't be able to really turn. Yeah, the angles are really terrible. What if I would put them here and then invest in those 5 inches? Okay, that is much better. Yeah, the angles are now much better. What about those? There's really not much of a choice for front tower. So there would be only 1 turret at the front. 3 at the back. That's really not something I want. And then I would have to invest in 4 inches, I believe. I could eventually do that. Or what I can do is to leave 2 5 inches here and then fill the rest of the spaces with 4 inches. I think that would actually make a good combination. Although mixed main guns don't really work that well. We got some offset towards the rear. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Because we can move this to the front. Okay. In fact, I could push it even closer. Yeah. Can I push this forward? Yes, I can. Okay. Now, is there something I can put on the front? And there is, yes. I can put those torpedo tubes. And definitely having some torpedoes won't hurt. I can now balance things. using guns. If I would put that... in here, the angles are a little bit weird. Okay, we can push that. Okay, we still got some forward offset. I don't really want to remove those guns. And those middle ones. And the ship is overweight. Standard bulkheads, that really is not helping me. Range, we can further decrease that. Go with better barbettes. Okay. That is really not helping. Okay. Nah, let's stick with smaller guns. Okay, 8.9%. Now we are heavy towards the rear. Okay, that's much better. If we will go with a single funnel design, we fit within the weight limit. And we also got enough firepower. Okay. Okay. And now we could try how do we want this to be sorted? That gives us no offset, but it reduces the angle at which this gun can operate. And how does it impact those? Okay, those ones are not that much impacted. Okay. 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 That sounds good. That sounds good to me. Time for me to start night train in Train Driver 2. Okay, so have fun. Enjoy your Train Driver 2 experience today. Right. For belts, should we just give it a little bit of protection? Okay. What else we can improve? Okay, side armor of those 4 inches. We can't really... Oh, there is a top armor. Let's give it a tiny bit of top armor. Perhaps main belt can go a little bit higher. Main deck. Yeah, a tiny bit of that main deck. It doesn't really protect from that much. Superstructure, why not? About 1 inch on the superstructure. Conning tower, yes, definitely. Some protection would be highly appreciated, I believe. What else we can do? Yeah, we got only 6 tons to work with. 6 tons. Oh, that's too much already. And that's too much already. That is too much. Deck is very heavy, usually. Superstructure is heavy. Okay, conning tower is very light. Yeah, I think that will work. We are exactly at the weight limit. We got some... Oh, we also got some torpedoes, which is nice for a light cruiser. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this design. Obviously, the reality will probably verify that really quickly, but yeah, at this point, I'm quite happy with this design. Right, so let's give it appropriate name. Let's see. So we had Providence, we had Potato Destroyer, Battleship. Definitely that doesn't fit this. Admiral Armchair class. Okay, let's call it Armchair Admiral class. Armchair Admiral. Okay, so that's gonna be class on its own. And finally, torpedo boat design. Yes, and the tiny design that is very limited to 200 tons. We need to give it a little bit more speed. Perhaps 26 knots, it's definitely too much. Okay, 24.1. Range, yeah, that will be very tiny. Bulkheads, minimum. Quarters will be cramped, definitely. Right, main tower. Front tower 1 or 2? Let's give it front tower 1. I really need to save as much weight as I can. Okay, main guns. There won't be too much. Let's give it 2 main guns. Ooh, there is a massive weight offset to the front, but that will quickly change. Standard funnel, very small. Yeah, why not? Let's put it right behind the superstructure. And torpedoes. If I will put 2 torpedo tubes, which seems to be very heavy. Yeah, they are super heavy. So perhaps if I could... Oh, okay. I will have to balance it. Problem is... Okay, if I would put that, we still got some foreweight offset. Now we got aft weight offset. Okay. How do we want to balance this? HMS leak. Yeah, that would sound like a good good name for it. Right. If I would do that, okay, that will reduce the offset. This is giving me a little bit too much of foreweight offset. But if I would go with this one, it still has an offset towards front. Okay. I think I know how I can try and do some adjustments. Okay. The offset goes down when I increase the bulkheads. What about the range? Okay, it also goes down when I increase the range. I can't really do any armor. What else can we do? What if I would... Oh no, dual funnel is gonna kill this design. Okay, that is... you can't really balance this thing, isn't it? So I can either have small foreweight offset, or I can have small aftweight offsets, depending on which funnel I use. Okay, so I think I prefer to have small foreweight offsets. There's not much I can do about it. Is it? Okay, I can further reduce that. Yeah, okay. It's only 1.7%, so I think I'm happy with this. It's still much better than having like 30% or something. We got this gun that's... I'm not sure how it can actually shoot, because it doesn't even stick above this raised barbette or whatever that is. Speaking of barbettes, yeah, I can't even use any barbettes. If I would go with standards, okay. Nah, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, I'm kind of happy about this design. So, how do we name it? HMS League. Maybe instead of putting HMS, let's just name it League. That will be League class. Okay. Save design. Save design. And save this design. I completely forgot to do that. Okay. Now we can exit. And we got our ships. Now we need to decide how many of those we will build. So I think I want to have 6 battleships. That will cost me 22.8 million. Yeah. Let's do this. The first ships I will build will be built instantly. Let's check my finances. I still got 27.3 million. So that will cost me 1 million each. So if I would build 10, I think we can afford this. So let's build 10 of heavy cruisers. That's pretty good ratio. Okay. Light cruisers. How many of those we would build? 12. And that will use 8 million. Not too bad, not too bad. So if we would do that, let's see at our finances. We still got 8 million. Well, pretty much 9 million left. So we got plenty of money for those torpedo boats. So we got 10 heavy cruisers, 12 light cruisers, and 6 battleships. So 16 torpedo boats, or perhaps we should pump it all the way to 20. I think 20 torpedo boats should be enough. So let's build those. As you can see, they are already built, which is nice. The crew is obviously on board of each ship. They got their own names, which is nice. Okay. Okay. And we got 4.8 million left, which isn't bad. We can in fact pump up crew training. Our monthly balance is at 8.5 million. In fact, if I would... Yeah, let's build a bigger shipyard. definitely. Okay. Transport capacity is going up. Technology budget is adjusted. Crew training, how far I can push it? I can even push it to 100%. Yeah, why not? We will get better crews, which means they will be more efficient, more accurate. That is definitely going to help us. Transport capacity, that is a little bit of a concern, because we will quickly start losing ships. But why not? Why not? Okay. So we will have 48 ships, which will put us a little bit ahead of Germans. Naval prestige 3, unrest 3, respected. Okay, provinces 7. That sounds good. Okay. So let's begin the campaign. There we go. So basically we are now at turn 1. Previously we were at turn 0, which was just basically the turn designed for us to make our fleet. If we would select that the fleet is pre-designed, that's the point of the campaign we would start on. So yeah, that's how the game works. Okay, so now and that's the thing, you can't directly attack ports, and the game is a little bit weird because, as you can see, nothing is happening right now. So for most part you will see that screen and you can just go through your finances, research, and ship design and all that stuff, and we can still change our focuses should we decide to do that. What is that? New cruiser hulls, increase cruisers maximum displacement. I might actually go for it at some point. We got 10 months to finish it. We can cut it by half, but I want some big guns. Because the better big guns, the more accurate they will be. But anyway, you can't directly like command your ships. The battles will pop up somewhere around those areas as things will progress in the campaign. What you can do, you can technically manage your fleet and give them some basic orders through this screen, which isn't that convenient. Yeah, as you can see, depending on which port they are being based on, they will patrol different parts of the world. And now you need to set up where those ships will be. I'm not sure if you can actually send them into a different port. Can I? No? I can scrap ships. Okay. Can I move ships? I can't. Okay. Okay. So that is not really helpful. So how am I supposed to manage my fleet? I can change its role from in being to sea control, which is basically changing only the amount of encounters that you will get. So definitely I want to control English Channel. So all these ships will be set to sea control. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much up until this guy. So you guys are gonna control English Channel. We don't want any Germans to slip through. And Definitely that will be useful. Irish Sea. I don't really think that we need to change the role of things in Irish Sea. North Atlantic, come on. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about that. But North Sea, oh yes, definitely. So, North Sea, everything goes to sea control. Oh my goodness me, and you have to click through every single ship. Yeah, that's the annoying part of the campaign. You have to micromanage everything. And I want those encounters to pop up. My goodness me. Okay, sea control, you also sea control. My goodness me, there's so much. Okay. Okay. So basically my ships will now try and actively hunt for enemy convoys and enemy fleets. At least in that area. Okay, yeah, you are already on sea control. Sea control and sea control. While in being, those ships will just randomly patrol things, and if they encounter enemy ships, then you will get a pop-up about it. But again, it all depends where they are. So obviously ships that are on Irish Sea, yeah, they are very unlikely to meet any German ships in there. But North Sea and English Channel, which is this area and this area, yeah, I would expect to see quite a lot of German ships in there, especially that North Sea is right between those two countries. English Channel, yeah, that's where Germans might try and slip some transports. But Irish Sea, which is located here, if something gets in this place, yeah, that means that I failed. Or my fleet failed. Like, literally, if any German ships would find its way here, then, yeah, this is a massive failure. And obviously North Atlantic, which is somewhere there. Okay, Baltic Sea, yeah, no chance for my ships to actually get there. But pretty much same applies to the German fleet. If my ships would be able to reach Baltic Sea, that means they failed miserably. Which isn't impossible, obviously. During Second World War, ships were making their way through hostile areas. But yeah, definitely when there are active patrols, they should be designed to not let anyone through, especially through English Channel. Because, yeah, if you can control English Channel, that means everything has to go around. And that will increase times to travel quite significantly. Oh, there's North Atlantic, according to the game. So, yeah. So that's where one of my battleships is actually patrolling. The problem is I can't really move my ships between ports. Is it status normal? I can suspend it. Oh, status will be displayed when ship will take damage, for example, and it will go back to port for repairs and stuff like that. But is there any way for me to actually move my ships? I can't move ships, which is quite annoying, because I would really like to have different ship composition. I got one battleship, 2 light cruisers and 2 torpedo boats at Scapa Flow. Yeah, that random distribution is not really helpful. I got 1 battleship at Yarmouth, Dover, New Haven, Portsmouth. Oh, I got 1 battleship at Portsmouth. 2 torpedo boats at Plymouth. Okay. You can't move your ships to the enemy port. I know that. I know that. Okay, so basically that's all you can do when it comes to managing your fleet. Yeah, you can tell them to either actively patrol or just patrol. Fair enough. You can manage your finances at the moment. So you can get some extra crew, increase or decrease technology budget, build some more transport ships if need be. Obviously, the more on top of your monthly balance you keep, the better, because that means you are increasing your naval funds. Obviously, if you will save up some funds, you can then go on minus a little bit. In my case, yeah, if I would go below 0, that wouldn't really work. You have to manage your research, design new ships, build better fleet, and win battles. That's all you can do in this campaign at the moment. Not too exciting. I was actually expecting to have a little bit more control over my fleet. But again, the game is in early access, so there are things that will definitely change over time, and perhaps we will see a little bit more control. Obviously, there are some secrets, like Naval Tactics. Probably that will give me extra orders that I can use and perhaps utilize my ships more efficiently when it comes to search and destroy tactics and other like area control strategies. Obviously, during the battle, I will be able to take control of my ships and directly lead them to the victory or a massive defeat. But yeah, let's advance by the next turn. There we go. And that's how things progress. So, we lost 2 transport ships because of something, and we couldn't defend them for any given reason. Okay, this happens. And also, the game generated first encounters. So we got a battle of 1 light cruiser. Oh no, it's my heavy cruiser against enemy light cruiser. That is something that we can actually try and wield and win. Yeah, English please. My goodness me. So we will definitely take this battle. And raider hunting. Our fleet has detected enemy raiders approaching one of our convoys. We can engage and destroy them. Right, so our quite significant fleet, escorting 11 transport ships, has detected 2 torpedo boats. Okay, that's another battle we can take. And by defending our convoy, we can ensure that there will be no more transport ships sunk in this turn. We already lost 2, while German Empire haven't lost anything, which is definitely putting us at some disadvantage. Let's check our finances. We still make $4,082,000, but our transport capacity went down to 99%. Obviously, we are gaining 0.5% every turn, so next turn it should go back to 100. But obviously, that is only if we don't lose any more transport ships. And that's how big of an impact any loss will have. And that will eventually require me to, let's say, pump up my transport budget to start increasing my transport capacity. If your transport capacity will go over 100%, you will gain income bonuses, because obviously your country is growing economically, which will definitely help you. It will increase your naval budget. Yeah. If you will decrease your economic growth, obviously the budget will also go down, and that will put you below any sort of income. Yeah, you will start losing money. Right. We still got 2 months to develop new big guns, and that will allow us to design new battleship, and then we will switch our focus. But before that happens, let's try and defend our convoy, shall we? We only got 2 torpedo boats to kill, but it sounds easier on paper than it is done. Dominic Toretto, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Right, so let's jump into raider hunting and let's pick up this fight. And now we can manually perform this battle, or we can go with auto resolve. I haven't really tested auto resolve, and that battle looks like, yeah, we could easily win that without losing anything, literally. Like, we got only 2 torpedo boats attacking battleship, 2 light cruisers, 3 torpedo boats, and 11 transport ships. But I have a feeling that if I will press that, it will be insta-loss. And I don't really want to do this. Also, we are streaming for 1.5 hours, and we haven't done even a single battle, so I guess, yeah, let's do it manually. So, let's go for manual battle. I'm fairly sure I can win this. No matter what will happen, I got so much advantage that losing those transports will be almost impossible. Obviously, there is always possibility I will lose one of them, but losing all 11, yeah, that's literally not possible. Right. Good hunting. Yeah, I will do my best. So, I will detach everything. Detach. I don't want any of my warships to be in a formation. Right. Indus and Charger, you guys can actually go closer to transport ships. Swift Sure, yeah, you can go forward. Kestrel, you go forward. Coventry, you definitely go forward towards east. And Fervent, yeah, you head to the east. We know the enemy is somewhere ahead of us. We don't really know how far. So, Indus and Charger will be very important here, because they're gonna block enemy approach to transport ships. I don't want any enemy ship to go anywhere near my transports. If possible, I will try to keep them as far as possible from everything that I don't want to get destroyed. I have to protect 50% of my transports until end of the battle, and battle will end in 3 hours. Obviously, I will use time compression, because I don't really have 3 hours to play a single battle. Okay. We haven't spotted anything, and that's one of the things about this game, yeah? You literally have to search for your enemy. Obviously, later on, when the game progresses and you will develop things like radar and stuff, you might even start with enemy being visible. But right now, yeah, I will have to use my ships directly to search for the enemy. And they can be literally anywhere. From time to time, the game will give me some indication, like that pop-up that showed and says, yeah, the enemy is somewhere to the east. And that's it. That's all the indication I will get. But enemy is suffering from the same issue, so they also don't know where exactly I am. Okay. So, some time compression. Indus. In fact, you can stay with with the rest. Okay, let's try to not crash into each other. It is very common in this game. Northeast, northeast. I need to watch out how far I am from my fleet, because enemy can also go around, take a longer route, and make its way between me and transports. And that would be very, very bad. Okay. We haven't spotted any. We didn't spot anything so far. I'm getting really far away from my ships. Okay. We got something to the east. I think we will be able to end this battle. Yeah, enemy might be retreating. I don't think they will try and do something silly. Not when I got so many ships. But it's a shame that I can't find them. Okay, this battle ended in a draw. We never found those ships, and there's no reason for me to spend next 3 hours trying to find them. So sometimes, yeah, you won't be able to resolve the battle. Sometimes you will retreat, sometimes enemy will retreat. Many different outcomes can happen, and this is one of them. Okay, so that ended up in a draw. I managed to still defend my convoy, which is a success for me. I haven't lost anything, but I couldn't find those two pesky torpedo boats. Enemy has only 9 of them, so losing 2, yeah, would definitely put them at significant disadvantage. Right, but we got cruiser duel. An enemy cruiser is operating without escorts in the area. One of our cruisers is near and can engage it. So we can try and hunt for enemy Rostock. It is a light cruiser, so most likely it's not that big of a deal for Devonshire. So we might try and play this battle. So, enemy smoke spotted to the east. So let's try it. I'm not sure if I will be able to find that enemy cruiser, but if I will, we should be able to destroy it. That is, of course, if it won't run away, because, again, trying to fight against heavy cruiser is not exactly the best idea. So enemy can try and run away. But at least this time it's very easy to manage my fleet. It's only one ship. I got 3 hours to sink all enemy ships. So as long as enemy is not trying to retreat, I should be able to hunt him down. No sign of the enemy. Still northeast. So enemy is somewhere ahead of me. But it might not be aware of where I am. Okay, now to the east. So I assume that the enemy is heading in this direction somewhere. Or it might be going across. That's why occasionally he will pop up at northeast. Still east. Okay. Okay. Where are you? And the end battle button showed up. So yeah, if it's a light cruiser, there is no chance I'm gonna catch him. There is still an option to eventually try and hunt for it. Should we keep on going, chat? Or should we just end this battle? It doesn't really make too much sense. Because I don't know how fast enemy light cruisers are. I've never actually encountered one of them in battle. So that light cruiser might be currently moving at 23 knots and I'm actually not decreasing a distance from it. Or he might be sailing at 15 knots, which is not too high of a difference. We are currently moving to the east. Yes, he is most likely sailing away from me. The question is how fast he is sailing away. If he is slower than me, I will catch up with him and I will be able to engage. But if he is faster than me, then I'm doing a pointless exercise right now. Because there is no chance I can go any faster with Devonshire. And that is the question. How fast are enemy cruisers? Because that is something I don't know yet. I haven't seen that design even a single... well, even once. So anything can happen. I can find that light cruiser very soon. Or I can never catch up with him. Southeast. Okay, that is a development. Yeah, I think it will be faster. And that's one of the things about this game. Yeah, you can keep on trying sometimes. Obviously, that's... well, the battle timer will allow you to keep on trying, and it will make sure that you won't lose your ship. But if you feel like you are doing a pointless exercise, the game also prompts you that, yeah, you can end battle because it makes no sense. So, yeah, let's end this battle because it's very unlikely that we will catch up with this cruiser. Top speed 17 knots. Oh, come on. I would be able to actually catch up with it. Seriously. Enemy light cruisers can do only 17 knots. That is a very important information because my heavy cruisers can do 20.4. I got really fast ships. Okay, okay. So next time I will definitely try and catch enemy cruiser if I will have occasion. It will take some time because the speed difference is only 3 knots, but I could catch up with him. Okay, so let's progress to March. And now what we have? We got ambush. 7 torpedo boats against 1 heavy cruiser and 2 light cruisers. Should we try to attack this? I have a feeling that I'm gonna lose a lot of these torpedo boats, you know? There is a chance I could sink. Maybe there is some false information, fog of war and all that, maybe. Yeah, the game is not fully accurate. It's not that the game is giving you all the informations. There are many things that you have to discover yourself. But definitely the direction is roughly correct. And obviously the parameters of the ship, I believe that the game is giving them correctly, in fact. Anyway, now we got 7 torpedo boats against 3 cruisers, and I know how this battle will probably end, and I will lose a lot of my torpedo boats. I don't really want to engage in this one. First of all, I don't have guns on my torpedo boats that can punch through enemy armor. And those are only 2 inches. Enemy heavy cruiser, that sounds really tempting to try and attack her and eventually kill her with torpedoes. But my torpedoes have only less than 1 kilometer range. That's, I think, 900 meters. So that means I will have to go to dangerously close to those light cruisers and heavy cruiser to eventually engage them in combat with my torpedoes. And I'm not guaranteed to score hits. But if I will, ooh, that will hurt the enemy. And building those torpedo boats back will take a long time. So I think in that instance, I would retreat. That's my opinion. I prefer to fight with enemy heavy cruisers and light cruisers using my cruisers. Torpedo boats are really nice as a support fleet, not as a standalone attack force. I'm not really fan of those. And we got Convoy. We are raiding enemy waters, but a strong enemy fleet is operating in the area. Should we advance? And again, oh my goodness me, look at this. It is very tempting. And I think I could actually win this. Believe it or not. Probably I wouldn't be able to sink any of enemy cruisers, or I could probably sink torpedo boat and 1 or 2 light cruisers. Heavy cruisers, that's a questionable. It says that you managed to sneak close. Yes, so we will probably start with invisibility range. But that doesn't mean I will be 1 kilometer away from their ships. I will definitely start this battle, but yeah, very likely scenario will be that I will turn around and just bugger off. I don't really want to lose my ships unnecessarily. This one, this is very questionable. Like, that battleship is definitely a heavy problem. I could try and rush him with torpedo boats and try and sink it. That would be a massive reward. Heavy cruisers, yeah, I will probably try and sneak by to hunt for those transport ships. And that is something that I want to sink. I'm really not interested in their actual fleet. Because sinking 11 transport ships will hurt German German incomes. And obviously, the lesser their incomes, the less chance they will build more ships. I have to admit that this is the thing I like campaign for. Like, it creates those nice scenarios, and you have to think what you want to do. If you take the wrong decision, you will lose quite significant portion. You had better odds in the previous torpedo boat battle, I don't think. The thing about torpedo boats, especially my torpedo boats, is that they are glass cannons. They pack a punch, but they take 1 or 2 hits and they are goner. Yeah, so I need to go so close to the cruiser in order to successfully launch a torpedo attack that I'm well within firing range and within accurate firing range of their guns. And that means they will score quite a lot of hits. And that means, yeah, like, they usually need only 1 hit for my torpedo boats to be a goner. The difference is for light cruisers and heavy cruisers. They are much more resilient. So they can take a punch. And in this case, I believe I have better odds to win raider attack than ambush. The numbers might not show it, but I can tell you that, yeah, in raider attack, my goal is to sink transport ships that basically have no protection. Transports are not armed in 1890. I can guarantee you that. Transports are just free kills. It is very unlikely for them to have any guns, and those guns won't be a problem for my light cruiser. Perhaps it would be a problem for torpedo boats, but yeah. If there is even one armored transport or transport that has any guns on them, I can use light cruiser to deal with it. Heavy cruisers, I will sneak them too. Right, let's give it a try. I find myself fairly confident I can win this battle, even if there is a battleship operating in the area. The thing about battleship is that it's very slow. Stay in formation. Oh no, there will be no formation. Right, so let's begin. Let's detach. Enemy smoke spotted to the east. Yes. Perfect. Endymion. Full speed. Okay. Potato destroyer. Yeah, you also go at full speed. Cossack. Yeah, full speed ahead. And my 2 destroyers detach from the division, and both of you full speed. Perfect. 4-inchers. Okay. I mean, a single 4-incher is not a problem for me. Light cruiser, yeah, it will take some hits, but come on. Transport ship have no armor. It's like you hit it 2-3 times and it's a goner. So I'm fairly sure I can deal with it. I'm more concerned about the escorts. Right, 10 times speed. Because we don't want to spend entire night or entire day doing that, especially that I need to go to work really soon. But yeah, I'm fairly sure we will win this battle. I need to sink 50%, which means 6 transport ships. That's my goal in this battle. And I'm confident I could deal with them all. Okay. Okay. I need to kite them a little bit. Okay, we found battleship and a destroyer. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let's sneak those. Okay, we scored some hits on enemy battleship, which is a bonus. As long as I can find those transports, it will be good. Oops, my torpedo boat crashed with heavy cruiser. Ooh, potato destroyer is a little bit too close. Okay. We are scoring some hits on enemy battleship. Oh, we started a fire on Westfalen. Okay, okay. All I have to do is to sneak my ships. Oh, that torpedo boat took a massive hit. Oh, potato destroyer took a hit from the battleship. That's not good. Oh, we scored a torpedo hit on torpedo boat. No, I think. Oh yeah, we scored a torpedo hit on enemy torpedo boat. That's interesting. I need to avoid that. Oops. Fervent took a hit. Okay, potato destroyer is repairing. Endymion, you need to turn. Okay, we took some hits, but we managed to spread the enemy forces. And looking from where they came... Yeah, I think Cossack and Fervent can attack. And they should find enemy transport ships. Okay. Potato destroyer, yeah, it's... He actually managed to deal a lot of damage to Westfalen. Endymion. Yeah, we have a fighting chance with them. Potato Destroyer, you have to focus fire on Westfalen. Okay. Perhaps we can actually sink that torpedo boat. That will be a massive bonus. Oh wow, the spotting distance is so short. Endymion. You can actually focus on Kaiserin Augusta. And Potato Destroyer, yeah, you turn around. I don't want to be that close to Westfalen. Oops, Endymion took a massive hit from something. Okay, the question is, where are those transport ships? They should be somewhere here. Oops. Potato Destroyer took a massive hit, yeah. You need to run. What is that? That is a light cruiser, isn't it? Okay. Focus on that. This battleship won't be that dangerous. Okay. Oh wow, Endymion has quite large range. Okay, finish off this torpedo boat. Don't go too close though. If I can score a single hit on it, that will be enough. And Potato Destroyer can actually kite away. All I have to do is to find those transports. Question is, where are those transports? Okay, enemy torpedo boat still has one torpedo. I really don't want to get hit by those. Okay, and it's sinking. Perfect. So I managed to score a first kill. My losses are not that significant, but enemy battleship is chasing me. Right, now I need to focus on finding those transports. Where can they be? That is the question. Okay, Westfalen is retreating. Perfect. It still wasn't that bad of a battle. That's not something I want be as the end. Okay. Northwest. Northwest. Nah, that's definitely not. I mean, that would be very accurate. But I don't know where are enemy transports. And I'm fairly sure they were somewhere there. In fact, I'm quite confident that Cossack is the closest ship to enemy transports. Although spotting distance is very tiny. Endymion can go here. The thing about transports is that as long as we will find one of them, we found all of them. They will stick together. Most likely. Question is, where are they? Northwest. So that is this one. Yeah, Potato Destroyer is closest one to them, so that's why it's feeding me with those. But if I didn't mess up the directions, yeah, my light cruiser torpedo boat should be fairly close to those transports. They are not that fast. That would be really nice if I would have like a tactical map where I can mark things. That will help me find the right direction, because right now I'm running blind. I'm literally running blind. But the thing is, if one of my ships will find those transports, then basically I won. The hardest part is just to find those. Because enemy fleet is way behind me. I'm moving away from enemy warships. The only ship at danger is Potato Destroyer, which can't keep up with the pace. But that's the sacrifice I'm ready to make. Did you hear that, chat? Something crashed with each other. The problem is... what was it? I could technically send Potato Destroyer to check it out, but I have a feeling that it's not one of the transport ships. to the west. And if I would send Fervent to the west. That is very risky strategy. So I'm fairly confident that transport ships should be somewhere nearby. Or maybe they are no longer in the battle. Although I don't think that the map in this game is actually limited. Launch the scout planes. I wish I had such ability. I would have found those transport ships long time ago. There are things crashing with each other to the west, but that's where Potato Destroyer is running away. I still got 2 hours to northwest. Yeah, that would be appropriate. The question is, where are those transport ships? Well, I still technically did some damage. Wouldn't call it a victory, but the result was pretty good. We managed to sink at least one enemy vessel. Yeah, probably. Potato Destroyer can't see anything. I mean, the spotting range is really terrible on the first ships, so like it is very unlikely to quickly find anything. It all depends on size of the ship that you are looking for as well. But yeah, I might have to end this battle. We did manage to damage some of enemy vessels. And definitely those damages to enemy battleship will put it out of service for at least a month or two. Which isn't that bad. Potato Destroyer will need some repairs. What else? NvME will probably spend a week or two at the port. Cossack took no damage. What is that? Charger took no damage. Fervent might spend about a month, and that's it. So it's not a big deal. I took some damage, but I managed to sink one of enemy vessels. So that's not bad. We got 1.5 hours to find enemy ships. Or rather, enemy transport ships, because that's what I'm looking for. Okay, enemy ships are to the north. So basically, that's where they are. And probably if I will head... Yeah, it would be nice to see something on the horizon, but yeah, right now fog of war is pretty thick. Chat, I don't think I will find those transport ships. But if I will, they will be a goner. Enemy smoke is spotted to the north. Where are those transports? Smoke is still spotted to the north. I think enemy ships are retreating right now, which would be quite logical. They took some damage, and they took some losses. And basically there is no reason to re-engage. If their fleet is safe, then there is no way for me to actually do any damage. Yeah, we've never... Yeah, exactly. They had so much time to escape that there's literally almost no way for me to find it. Technically, by following enemy fleet, I should be able to re-engage and find the transports, because the logic would say the warships will be heading towards transport ships. So technically, enemy should be guiding me towards their ships, but that's not a rule. Right, the game timer shows 55 minutes. I don't think I will be able to find those transports. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, outcome is eventually a victory. It couldn't be otherwise, isn't it? Right, so we lost 19 crew members. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Enemy lost 40, which isn't that bad. We spotted Bismarck class battleship. Let's see, build time 13 months. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to sink one of those. Maintenance, okay, top speed 60 knots. It's a very slow ship. Engine, okay, armor 10.6 inch, okay, so that's why my 8-incher was able to actually punch through. Crew 589 out of 601, so that's the ship that took some losses. Crew training cadets, bulkheads, just a few. Oh wow, few bulkheads. That means that torpedo boats should be really, really good against it. But enemy cruisers, look at this, bulkheads, many. Which means that it will be really hard for my torpedo boats to sink one of those. Light cruisers, bulkheads maximum. Oh, come on, torpedo boats are not good against this type of ship. Maximum bulkheads means I will have to score multiple torpedo hits. No way I'm gonna go with the second mission. So that also says what I should do in ambush mission. Because now I know how enemy cruisers are built. They have many bulkheads or maximum bulkheads. which means torpedo hits are not going to be effective against them. Remember, I have only 15-inch torpedoes, which are early versions. So not only if they... Well, not only the problem is to actually score a hit on quite agile ships, but on top of that, I need to score multiple hits, and I'm not gonna go for it. Oh, check if transports were armed. I should have actually checked that. Oh well, there will be another occasion. Anyway, guys, it's 5 p.m, which means that since it's my work day, I need to get ready for work. So... Whew. Oh, guys, well, that was quite exciting. We managed to begin our campaign. We did some battles. Unfortunately, enemy was mostly trying to escape. They took their chances against my fleet only in the battle when where they had clear advantage, and as you could see, they still managed to lose this battle. Perhaps it wasn't a massive loss. We sank one enemy ship and damaged their battleship. We failed to find those transport ships, which I'm still not sure if they are armed or not. Technically they shouldn't be just yet. Perhaps armed transports will appear later on in the game. About this single battle shoot, yes, there is a battle called Ambush, and that is 7 of my torpedo boats against a fleet of enemy cruisers, which I can tell you right now, knowing how those cruisers are built, I will just turn my fleet around and try to escape. Because I'm not taking these chances. I will probably lose most of those torpedo boats without sinking a single cruiser, or if I will sink anything, it will not be worth the effort. Ambush and a battle. Oh. Let's see. Oh, there is a battle. German Empire versus British Empire. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a battle of 2 light cruisers. Okay, we will look into that in next episode. That's, yeah, 2 more events. Okay, yeah, that's a good spot. I haven't seen that. Yep, definitely. I will see when I continue, and we will continue in the next episode. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but, well, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up under the video. That really helps. If you disliked it, there is still that thumbs down. It still works, more or less, although YouTube broke it somehow, and you won't be able to see how many people didn't like it. I will be able to do so. So if you didn't like it, it's a very valuable feedback still. So you can always leave that thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Obviously, try and make or leave some comments down below the video about what you liked or disliked. It really helps me adjust the content to your needs. And, well, guys, if you haven't done so yet, you might consider to subscribe my channel, join my Discord. Links are in description down below the videos. If you are watching me on Twitch, you can also follow me and jump to my Discord from there. Links should be provided below the player, if I remember correctly. You can also jump in on my YouTube channel and subscribe my videos through links provided. Right, guys, have a great day, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye bye.